Hello YouTube, it's your boy Lil Dinghy, and I'm about to be reading some copypastas from Reddit. Here we go. Always buy good that sounds good. Okay. Always buy good condoms. The cheap ones are usually fine, but it doesn't hurt to spend a little extra on the better quality kind. I know from personal experience that all condoms are not created equal. See, I had been using a service called Plenty of Fish. Not for me though. My grandmother has been using it recently since my grandfather has recently been deceased. She's he's trying to get back in the game. And I have to manage the app for her because she's too old to work a smartphone. She thinks they're magic or something like that. I don't know. She's like really old. Like her wrinkles got wrinkles. She looking like Squidward after that 24-hour shift. You know what episode I'm talking about. Anyway, a little background information about that company. They started out as a home delivery service for individuals looking to purchase bulk seafood at discount prices. Over time, customers started fornicating with delivery guys, and they're all like, all right, well, they converted it into an online dating service since the only fish that they were selling was the fish inside their legs. Hey ho! I'm sorry if I offended anyone with that joke. Anyway, we met a very nice plumber named Mr. Stewart through POF. POF is plenty of fish, by the way. I'm just gonna abbreviate that as POF because plenty of fish. One letter for the starting letter of each word, and there are three words, so three letters. POF. Plenty of fish. I think you get it. Anyway, my grandmother invited him into her bedchambers on their very first date, as is tradition. They ended up doing the horizontal mambo, if you know what I mean. And by I mean they banged all night long, and with no regard to whoever might be trying to sleep in the next room over. Anyway, sometime during the 6th hour, she and her gentleman friend experienced something known in the prophylactic industry as a blowout. In layman's terms, this means that the condom Stewart was wearing exceeded its stress limits and was subsequently torn asunder. A full-on rip, as it were. For when Stewart retracted his dongle for my grandmother, remnants of shredded latex were left behind. For those who aren't aware, it is generally considered bad form to leave semen-encrusted latex inside your lady. Stewart, being a gentleman and all, quickly went to receive some of his plumbing tools from his plumbing van. He must have spent an hour with a snake trying to remove bits of condom from her, but to no avail. And I don't mean snake as in actual snake, and I don't mean snake as in penis. I mean the plumbing term, those little fuzzy thingies. In hindsight, that was actually kind of painful. Did he have anesthetics? I don't even, like, the way they're going at it, you'd think. Anyway, so, I told Stewart I'd like to try my luck. He said he'd have to leave the premises immediately on account of the fact that I was not part of the plumbers union. I told him I was a pretty good pipe fitter, if he caught my meaning. I winked at him too, just in case. It didn't look like he caught my meaning, though, if you know what I mean. I mean he didn't know what I mean. Then I explained how good I was at fitting my dick inside pipe-shaped things. Since he still looked confused, I decided I needed to really paint him a picture. Literally, I did like a whole watercolor painting of me shopping at Home Depot for a 5/8 inch diameter pipe and then sticking my wiener in it. Stewart took his leave shortly thereafter. So my grandmother's feminine health was left in my hands, a movie I've certainly seen before. Luckily for her, I am practiced in the art of removing foreign objects from my orifices. Got a badge for that, Boy Scouts, by the way. First off, I took my grandmother's chin-up bar from her doorway and put it between her knees so as to keep them spread wide. Then, I got a 2-liter of Diet Coke from the fridge and a pack of Mentos from the garage. You probably know where this is going, so I will spare you the gory details about how I stuffed Mentos in her from cervix to labia majora. then funneled the Diet Coke inside until her vagina fizzed up like that volcano you made in the second grade. That one paper mache. I will certainly not mention how pieces of latex weren't the only items that surfaced from her hoo-ha, because most folks don't want to hear about how a corkscrew, a key fob to an Audi, and $1.72 bubbled out as well. My grandmother never did get pregnant, luckily, but merely spending a couple extra bucks on good condoms, the ones that undergo rigorous animal and cold weather testing, would have spared a perfectly good pack of Mentos and a perfectly good Diet Coke. You live and you learn, you guess. Yeah, so that was my first Copypasta reading as Lil Dinghy. I do not actually speak from experience. That's just the thing I read. I'm just being in character. I have never taken care of my grandmother's physical health, nor would I plan to. My grandmother does not use POF, plenty of fish. And I don't know any plumbers named Stuart, except for that one guy on Pornhub in that one video. You probably know that one video. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's your boy Lil Dinghy, and I'm out of here, bro.